In this video, we will utilize Palantir's open source intelligence, relational, and data management capabilities to assist with an information assurance and vulnerability assessment of a company's network and physical security protocols. These assessments consist of many phases, beginning with open source reconnaissance to passive and active reconnaissance, such as network penetration testing to physically accessing secured buildings. Beginning in the map application, open source reconnaissance was digested into Palantir to identify the address and locality of the fictitious company Verna Technologies. An area of the assessment is to conduct a war drive around the specified building, or simply put, driving or walking around an area with an antenna to detect wireless access points that may be affiliated with the target and potentially vulnerable to intrusion. Utilizing the layers helper and enabling the war drive data layer will provide a visual of the path driven around Verna Technologies. To identify those wireless access points that may be vulnerable, the first step is to conduct a route search for such wireless access points in the vicinity of the target. To dig deeper into the results affiliated with Verna Technologies, an analyst can use the graph application for further analysis. In the graph, Verna Technologies is easily identified, as well as some potentially affiliated networks. A quick look of details and properties of those wireless access points can be viewed by utilizing the histogram helper. The histogram gives us an intensive view of selected objects broken down by properties. Although the majority of these access points appear to be affiliated with the appropriate Verna Technologies address, 4 are affiliated with a residential address and must be removed from data collection. Within the histogram, an analyst can quickly remove unwanted objects. Additional populated properties includes the security protocol, making identification easy of those networks that are secured and those that are unsecured. Naturally, a potential threat actor may choose to focus on penetrating an unsecured network. The goal here would be to exfiltrate potentially damaging documentation that may be sensitive or proprietary. Furthermore, the histogram displays those networks that have been successfully infiltrated. Pinpointing the infiltrated network and utilizing the Palantir wheel, an analyst can conduct a search around for continuing information, such as linked entities or users, linked events or emails, or linked documents such as exfiltrated data removed from the network during an infiltration. Using a custom search around for analyst highlights, attention is brought to the Read Immediate report subtitled Analyst Notes. Without moving from the platform, full text documents can be viewed in the browser application. In this document, over 650 megabytes of exfiltrated data has been annotated and still being evaluated. However, there is intelligence immediately available shared by a fellow team analyst. The Get function within Palantir is a tool that allows analysts to share and collaborate, may they be down the hallway or countries apart from one another. It houses the presentation value of their analysis, such as how objects are organized on the graph. Of the information that has gone under analysis thus far, a hierarchy of Verna Technologies and its employees has been discovered. Some that may be of interest, such as the Director of IT, Executive Assistant, and affiliated workstations. With the added analytical value, an analyst can easily identify the discovered personally identifiable information, or PII, such as a clearance roster housing clearance levels and social security numbers. And toward the bottom, a template of the badges used to enter the building, along with Word documents, JPEGs, and various media types to include video are viewable in Palantir. Using the exfiltrated badge template, one has been created for a team member to attempt to physically infiltrate into the building. To determine the best time to attempt access, entry times of employees into Verna Technologies were clocked and categorized as close access attempts. The filters helper can be used to bring forward specific data sets, and can be used here to populate the access events on the graph. Utilizing the time wheel helper to visually represent the data by its timestamp, the busiest entry times into Verna can be established. 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. appear to be when most people are entering through the doors. By changing the degree to day, it appears that Thursday has the most entrance events and may be the easiest day to enter the building. The histogram helper can now be used to view if any of these attempts were successful. To view these 2 events in detail, they can be opened into a specified folder within the browser application. On the left-hand side, the dates of the 2 successful infiltrations are displayed. Examining the events in more detail within the media portion of the dossier are various photographs that were captured while inside, such as cameras in the hallways and their specific type. Steps were paced to the server room and minutes tracked of how long it was left unattended. Lastly, a great view of the security desk. Being open on both sides makes it easier to go by unnoticed, again, and the future. Concluding the Verna Technologies Vulnerability Assessment, utilizing Palantir has highlighted multiple recommendations to improve the security posture of the company and can be highlighted in the operational debrief. To learn more about Palantir's analytical platform, visit www.palantir.com. To view further demonstrations produced by Praescient Analytics, please visit www.praescientanalytics.com.